I have here in front of me a Canyon, the forbidden fruit of any bicycle retail shop out there. And if you guys have seen my channel in the past, I've done a video where I've talked about why bike shops hate Canyon bikes. But in today's video, we're going to change the pace. I'll put a link to that video if you guys want to check it out. Some people say they liked it, some people reamed me for it. Obviously, that's just business how it goes. But I'm opinionated because I work and own a bike shop. I feel like they're our sole competitor and they want to put out the retail business and they want to bring it direct to consumer. So I have a little thing against them. But in today's video, I'm going to talk about why I kind of like Canyon in terms of what I think they do really, really good. Now, I know this is an older model. This is a 2020 or 2019, I believe, Canyon Aero Road CF SLX. I haven't really done any videos on Canyons, even though we worked on them in the past, because of the fact that it's not my forte. I don't know too much about them. I have seen the new Aero Roads. I do think they look really nice. I like the integration of the handlebars. I've heard there's some issues with the seat posts and also handlebars themselves with the whole Matthew Vanderpool thing. But in terms of this Aero Road, this one was actually really nice. The price point was really good. And yeah, I kind of want to give my thoughts on it as someone who works in the bicycle industry, as being a sole competitor to Canyon. Talk about a couple things about why I like this bike. So first off, as we all know, Canyon's prices are pretty hard to beat no matter what. If you're buying direct consumer from another brand, if you're buying from a retailer, if you're buying even used, they give some of the best prices out there for the bikes in terms of a new package, in terms of frame technology, what you get for the carbon fiber, components, and wheels. Now, this is a custom built up by the customer. He actually just bought a Tarmac SL7, so this is a secondary bike. But Canyon has one of the best prices out there, especially at this time. Now with COVID prices, their prices have gone up a little bit, and people are, second guessing whether they should go to a big box brand name. If not, but at this time, this bike, the Canyon Aero Road CF SLX, had Dura-Ace Di2 or a SRAM Red E-TAP system set up with DT Swiss wheels on there, and they were retailing for $8,500. At this time in the world, those exact bikes by Specialized, by Trek, by Colnago, by Pinarello were around $12,000. So you're getting a huge chunk of change discount, almost $4,000 difference when you buy a Canyon. Now, I got to spin this bike around the block. I never got to ride one for a long period of time. Everyone who's owned a Canyon has said they usually loved it. They said that performs nice. There have been a couple customers I heard that had the seat post issues with the new ones. But in terms of actual performance and how it puts out power, they love it. Now, you have to take that with a grain of salt because anyone who spends a massive amount of money on anything is biased because of the fact that they're selling themselves that they love it and they really don't want to have an issue because no one wants to admit to themselves that they had a bad purchase. But everyone that I usually talk to, the bike performs how it's supposed to. It holds top end speed well with the aerodynamics, and when you put down power, it doesn't flex side to side. So everyone that I heard of really does like the bike. So definitely for what you spend on the money for $8,500, I think is a really good deal. In terms of frame design and look, I think Canyon has one of the best brands and looks out there. Their color combos are nice. Their edged, rigid lines with the logo of the Canyon logo I think is really, really sleek. Their one-piece handlebar and stem cockpit. The font of their logos, I really like that a lot as well. I think they absolutely killed it with that. I am a big fan of that. I'm not going to lie. I kind of fanboy out over Canyon-looking bikes. Sometimes they're simple with the all-black look, but their team color bikes like this Movie Star, I think is a really cool-looking bike. It looks rigid, it looks fast, it looks aero. I'm a big fan of it. I think they killed it with their look and design. And even their mountain bikes, I like them a lot too. So I think Canyon does that really, really well in terms of being modern, being competitive in today's market. And then the last one, easy for mechanics to work on in terms of building. This one again is the external cables right here. The newer ones, like I mentioned now, are all internal and they're integrated handlebars of that. Now I want to talk about the new ones like the 2022s. I want to see one in person because I know the new Aero Roads, the handlebars kind of come out and they pop out and the cables are easy. You can adjust the handlebars. It's easy for consumers to work on this at home. But in terms of this one wasn't bad at all. This is a full Di2 Ultegra 12-speed build. And it's just like anything. The battery goes into the down tube right here. We have our junction box B down here that connects the rear derailleur, the front derailleur, and the battery. And then we have one wire that goes all the way up to the top here. This is using an older junction style box, which goes underneath the stem right there. It plugs into this junction box, and then you have two separate shifter cables that go here to here. But in terms of it functionality, it works great. It was really easy to run. And I think they did a really good job with making this pretty easy for consumers and also bike shop mechanics to work on. The press fit bottom bracket is nice. The bottom bracket reinforcement with the carbon fiber here like I said, just pushing around the block before we swapped out the pedals on it, or before we swapped out the group, the bike did not move laterally left or right. It was really stiff. I liked how it worked. And also just the seat wedge on here. Now, like I mentioned before, the 2022s with that new seat post design where it's very thin and it kind of goes into the frame. I've seen YouTube videos of it creaking. I've seen people complain about it. But I think just like anyone who pushes a mold and tries to make it better for consumers, you're going to have issues. And they went ahead and they replaced the seat post, I believe. They went ahead and replaced out handlebars, or gave credit to people as well. So I think they work really good. But that is my initial reaction with Canyon. Again, like I said, I don't sell Canyon. I don't ride them full time. I've worked on a couple of them, and I think they're really good looking bikes. As a bike shop owner / worker here, it's kind of like you're born to hate them because of their whole business model, because of direct consumer, and people kind of miss my message on that one. I don't think I would have any issue with Canyon if they're in a bicycle store. And people always said, well, hey, what happens if someone went down the street to Trek and bought a bike from them? Would you hate them too? I said no, because of the fact that they're still buying from the ecosystem of retail bicycle stores. And what I mean by that is that if you don't buy from my Specialized store and you go to the Trek store and you buy from them, you're still buying from a retailer store where you're going there for service of that. Their business model wants to go ahead and get rid of bicycle stores in general and ship right to consumers' stores or consumers' doors. And you know, at the time we took offense to it when it went out. Now it's kind of going around. We're working on these bikes now. It is what it is. Just like anything new, you kind of have some backlash to it. But anyways, to wrap things up, I figured I'd go ahead and make a video kind of shedding some light on them. Again, we can't compete with their prices yet. Their bikes do look really nice, and they do give consumers a great secondary option if they don't want to buy from a bike shop brand store. If they feel like, hey, they can do the work at their house, they can take the discount on it and get a bike like this. But I do like the way the Canyons look, so figure I'd make this video, figure I'd be fair, and kind of give you guys a follow-up on these bikes themselves. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Let me know what you guys think. And the weight for this bike as is, this is a 58 size bike, a mix of Dura-Ace and Ultegra components. You have Dura-Ace shifters, Dura-Ace crank, Dura-Ace, Ultegra front derailleur, Ultegra rear derailleur. I think the bike weighed in right around 16 pounds with Hunt deep dish wheels. Again, that's not, everyone's going to think it's pretty heavy for a top tier bike, but that's kind of the new norm now for an aero road bike and also aero deep dish wheels. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will put in a free buy sound test on these Hunt wheels just for shits and gigs. Thank you. All right, guys, free buy sound whole wheels. I'm making a video. I'm doing a video.
From
1 year.
okay. From where
This is old bike. No more this.
Yeah.
This is broken frame.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. That's fine. Okay. All right. That's good. Okay.
Hard wheel or hard